I don't think Pak La should resign now. I don't think so. I think he suffered a setback. But he's still the leader of the party that commands the majority in parliament. So technically, he can stay. I mean, you can't fault him for staying. The question, I think, is more important is, should Pak La continue to lead UMNO after August or after, Now, that, I think, should be decided by the party in a democratic way. I would like to see the best person to lead the party, of course. At the moment, because people will complain a lot about Pak La, but then you ask yourself, who is supposed to succeed him? And then it's Najib. It's Najib. It's the best person to lead the party. So, or would it be Tengku Razali, or would it be Mahyudin, or would it be anybody? Now, this soul searching can only happen over time. This soul searching, the looking for the leader, also must, before you look for the leader, you must also decide what the party is going to be like after this. What will be our struggle now? What do we want from UMNO now? Now, once we have answered all those questions, then we decide who is the best to lead us towards that direction. So I don't think we should be saying now, oh, Pak La should go, Najib should see. We have to address the first question, which is, what kind of UMNO do we want? What kind of party do we want? What kind of struggles do we need? What kind of... For that to happen, I think you need to go to the grassroots. You've got to talk to a lot of people. And if you have to have an election process, so be it. I am more interested in the process rather than the personalities. You change personalities, you're not going to change the party. For the sake of changing. You must change because that person represents the new voice, the new hope, the new idealism in UMNO. Who is that person? We can talk about it. So I don't agree that Pak La should step down now, because what do we have? At the moment, it's not on the right track, but I hope Pak La will set it, or the Supreme Council will put it on the right track. I think Pak La should be gracious enough to offer the position for challenge. You see, I'm so sick of listening to leaders every time there is a party election. Number one, number two, tak bertanding lah. Number one, number two, the newspapers will carry, the sycophants will sing the same tune. But when somebody else wants to challenge the other, they say, oh, ini disturb the party lah, stability lah. This is what I mean by dynastic pronouncement, 1 and 2. What's so special about 1 and 2? What's so special about 1 and 2? If I have the means and the capability, I would like to be UMNO president too. But I know my limitations. So, but what I'm saying is, why do we limit it to 1 and 2 or 3? What? This is what? Heir to the throne? Is it like a Raja? No, this is a democratic party. No. But whether UMNO will even accept that first premise, that it is to be democratic, I don't know. I'm just suggesting it should be. They'll probably be the same come August, They will have to, maybe more of the same thing, The people with what they call the necessary clout, they may organize themselves. They control the media, they control everything, So it's probably difficult for UMNO to change. But you never know. You never know. I would like to see a bit more debates in UMNO. Let's talk about things, But UMNO has always been, for many years, it's just a top-down party, You wait for the leaders at the airport, you kiss his hands, you say nothing about whether it is security of the country, police, immigration. You don't, because if you say something, you get out. But that has to change. We're in the 21st century. But I also sense there's a lot of dissatisfaction at the ground level. It's just that people, I suppose, Malays are like that. They're very polite people, Until they will get angry, then they start voting for opposition, Which is not, I don't like that. I hope to see UMNO slightly more a vibrant party, a bit more Let's talk about policies lah. Huh? Now everybody says, oh, Khairi is a liability, for example. Khairi is a liability party. I personally don't know what powers Khairi has. I don't know, for example. But people are talking about it. It would be nice to see Khairi defending himself in a debate with another group in UMNO, and see who's the better person to run it. Or Pala is corrupt, people say. Mother say Pala is corrupt. Okay, let's come up with specifics. Within the party, of course. No, we're not going to rock the nation. But, Bayudin is better, some people say. Okay, why? Najib will take over, will be better. How? Let's see. Why can't we do that? I mean, not to the scale of Barack Obama and Clinton. That is America. But at least there must be some openness. There must be some excitement, some discussion of the facts. And then the leaders then the members will then decide, okay, this kind of leaders we don't want. This kind of leaders we want. That would be interesting to see. And I hope, I don't know how they're going to do this, but it can still be done. I mean, if they're really seriously concerned about the credibility of the party and they're concerned about keeping Barisan, you see, as I said earlier, Barisan will hinge a lot on UMNO, even the next 4 years. The quality that UMNO has will transmit itself to the Barisan Alliance. So if UMNO is strong and UMNO is democratic, UMNO is well loved by the people, the Barisan too will get the credit for that, and Barisan also will attract that kind of leaders. So this is interesting time. No, I think they have lost the support of the big segment of the Malays, but as I said, it's just one election. I still think that it depends a lot on what Anwar Ibrahim and the Barisan Alternative, what they will do in the next 4 years, because they may also alienate a lot of people. We don't know yet. You see, so politics is very fluid. So I don't think we should be despondent. As I said, we have not lost the country. We have just lost an election. So get together, organize yourself, get the best people, get new policies inside, get articulate things that people can hear, people will want to hear, and we can provide a good fight and probably win the next election. We don't know, but I think it's not a lost cause. Yes, no, I think there should be not just contest. I think the members must speak up. The members you must get them to understand issues. You must make them understand why certain policies are taken. Why do I privatize this to so and so? Why do I give this so and so? Why do I? There must be some consensus in the big things we do. If we don't make policies based on consensus, this is what happens. You don't know that people are angry, and suddenly you get a shock. You don't know that what you are doing people don't approve of, because you are surrounded by sycophants. You are surrounded by people who say yes. You are surrounded by people who all tell the glory things, the great things about you. You have to be a leader of the people. But to be a leader of the people, you see, it's not just going to the hospital and shake hand and kiss. It's going to a function, open. It's not that. It's more than that. That's what I mean by issues of the people.